Hello everyone, welcome back to Pably. In this video, we are going to learn how to set up webhook inside Mautic. So Mautic is all-in-one marketing automation platform which allows the features such as email marketing, easy lead management, marketing campaigns, customer segmentation and much more. So here I'm going to show you step by step that how we can set up a connection between Mautic and Pably Connect in order to send the data from Mautic to any other application automatically. So that we are going to do with the help of webhook. So webhook acts as a bridge for setting up connections between different applications, and it helps to transfer the data from one application towards another on the happening of a specific event. So here we are going to set up webhook inside Mautic so that we can transfer the data from Mautic to any other application automatically. Before moving forward towards setting up the connection, you can see that on my screen there are two windows, trigger and action. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts or the principles on which the entire automation works. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many actions as we want. So here, let's suppose my objective is that whenever the form will be submitted in Mautic to create a contact, then automatically that response should be captured over here with all the details, and I want to transfer that details in my Google Sheets to create a record of all the contacts. So here I'm going to take Mautic in my trigger and Google Sheets in my action, for example. Okay, but here we can clearly see that action is following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the form is submitted in Mautic, then only the details are added in Google Sheets, otherwise not. So after understanding the concept of trigger and action, let's start creating the connection. So we will simply go towards the trigger step first of all to start the workflow, and our trigger application here will be Mautic. So let's select that. Now we have to select the trigger event. Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So we have multiple options over here. New form entry will be our trigger event, because we want that whenever a form will be submitted, then the response should be captured. According to your requirement, you can select any of the event over here. Okay, as we have done that, we can see that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions. So we have to follow these instructions step by step to set up this connection, for which the webhook URL is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data from Mautic towards Pably Connect whenever a new form will be submitted. So whatever event you are going to select over here in your trigger, you will be receive the response of that event with the help of this webhook URL. So first of all, let us copy this webhook URL, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what we are supposed to do. So for that, here I'm going to take you towards my Mautic account, and we have to go towards the settings section on this icon. Under this, we will find the option of webhook. So let's select that. So in order to create a new webhook, I'm going to go towards this plus sign to add a new webhook, and here I'm going to first of all give a name to my webhook. So for whichever reason you are creating this setup, you can give the name to your webhook accordingly. Here I'm going to give the name as form submission. Okay, just a random name. If you want, you can also provide a description to your webhook. Now here the secret is already given. The next field is webhook post URL. So the URL which we have copied from Pably Connect, we have to paste that over here. After doing this, we have to go towards webhook events, and these are all the events from which we have to select. So my event will be form submit event, because here in Pably Connect I have selected new form entry in my trigger event. Okay, and it is also given in the instructions that we have to select form submit event in order to receive the response of form submission. But in your case, whatever event you have selected, you have to select webhook events according to that. Okay, now let's click on send test payload to send the test response of this connection towards Pably Connect. We will go back and check whether we have received the response or not. And yes, here we have received the response. This is the test response. Okay, so we will click on recapture webhook response button. We will move back towards Mautic, and we will save this webhook setup. So the webhook setup is published and it is saved successfully. So let's go back towards Pably Connect, as it is showing waiting for webhook response over here. So we have to capture the new response by submitting a form now. So this is my form which I have already created for Mautic. So when a person is going to submit this form, then I'm going to receive the response in Pably Connect for that form submission. And here the person will have to enter all these details: first name, last name, email and mobile number to submit the form. So let us do the test submission, and because we are doing the test submission, therefore we'll enter all the dummy details. So let's start with the name. Let's say the name of the person who is submitting this form is Smart, and the last name is, let's say, user. Here I'm going to enter the email address smartuser40@pablytunes.com. Now I'm going to enter a random phone number as well, and we'll click on submit. And with this, we can see that the form is submitted. So let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. And here we can see that we have already received the response. When we will check this response, here is the timestamp. That means the date and time at which the form is being submitted. This is the tracking ID of the form submission. This is the phone number of the person who has submitted this form. This is first name, last name, and the email address. And these are all the same details which we have entered while submitting the form. And here we can see that we have also received the lead ID and all other details. So this means that our connection is absolutely successful. Now, as we have set up this connection successfully, so whenever a form will be submitted in Mautic, then we are going to receive the response of that form submission over here in Pabbly Connect. And as we will receive the response, then further we can add any action steps in this workflow to send this response to any other application according to our requirements to automate all of our processes. For example, here you can add Google Sheets to create a record of these form submissions. Okay, you can also add WhatsApp to send a WhatsApp message to the person who has submitted the form automatically. And you can also add Google Chat, Discord, or Slack over here to send the response which we have received to your team members on your community. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.